See, man, it's hot. Let me go back and do this again. We got Tattooed Angel. Can y'all hear me now? Got Rocket Queen, Shane, Hippie Grandma, Evie, Sharon, Cool Gamer, Darcy, Dumpling, Kathy S. Sorry about that, guys. Steph B. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to be muted. It's just hot. God, is it hot? And me dressed in black, and I got 4 fans pointed on me, and it's still hot. Can y'all hear that fan in the background? If we can, we're going to have to use it because I can't take it off. It's too hot for that. Although it looks like we're getting ready to hit a storm here in a minute. Let me check something right quick, guys. Hold on just a minute. Let me see what the weather says here. Hold on.
Otherwise, the probability for widespread hazardous weather is low. Spotter information statement. Coverage of the storms will be limited. Dust spotter activation will likely not needed at this time. And now your 7-day forecast for the WXQ-47 listening area in the Tri-Cities and vicinity. Tonight, mostly sunny this afternoon, then becoming mostly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms this afternoon, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms early. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms this evening. Lows in the upper 50s. Light winds.
Yeah, no doubt.
Chance of rain 30%. Monday, mostly sunny.
Well, I got one blowing right on me right here. That's why I was asking. I mean, it's right there. It's blowing this way.
West winds 10 miles per hour or less.
All right.
40%. Monday night, mostly.
I'm going to leave a scanner on, guys. If it gets to the point where it bothers you, let me know. And as y'all know, there's no update on it, and I would like to have went, but there was a child missing at Steel Creek Park in our town. I couldn't go because of the kids. They have different things, and we got baby James. And what was an accident? But anyway, there's been no update on him yet that I know of. If there is, if Hippie Grandma, if you hear of a update on the kid missing in Steel Creek Park, would you let me know? But as of right now, there's nothing. And that's in my town. So, hopefully he's found. Oh, Evie got accidentally timed out. So hopefully they find that boy soon, or the child. We don't even know if it's male or female. There's been no Amber Alert or nothing. There's been nothing on hey Missy 18. There's been no update of nothing of no kind about a missing child or nothing. It just come across scanner food. And I've been checking it about every 15 minutes to see if anything's popped up, and I haven't heard nothing yet. And the park where it happened, there is a creek. It was it's actually at Rooster Front. And Rooster Front is a place that has basketball courts, picnicking areas. But you can walk through the woods, and it takes you over to Steel Creek Park on the other side of the man-made lake. It's just a small lake. It's not very big. I mean, you can stand on one side and see the other people's. Just you could describe somebody standing on the other side. It's that small. So I'll keep. Hello, Pat. So I'll keep people updated on that. Um, I hope that they find the child. But now today's story. If anybody's seen the picture, the thumbnail, does anybody know what I'm talking about? Does anybody know what that name stems from? That was on the thumbnail. You're excited about this, so there you go. Everybody's getting it. Yep. Yes. Now it is about uh, Charles Manson. Little story. I didn't know Charles Manson. It was about the Charles Manson. Uh, my brother-in-law, the girl that was married to my brother, her brother, which would have made him brother-in-law, actually looked like Charles Manson back in his younger days. The only difference is he didn't have the little swastika carved in his head. And I'm going to see. Give me just a minute, guys. And y'all talk in chat, and let me see if I can find and see if there is a picture of him. I'm going to see if this lady has a picture of him. Okay, that one doesn't. Let's see if this lady has him. No. She might. I doubt it, but she might. Uh, anyway, I will find a picture and show you. Let me see if there's a picture right here. Hmm. Wait a minute. Let me try this. And then I will get to the story, I promise. Let's see.
I got a name, date of birth, and social last ID out of Tennessee. Date of birth, low, 9/1/1990. Social B 410-679390.
No. Oh, hold on just a minute, guys.
First name Benjamin, last name Roberts, Roberts. Date of birth 03/18/1980. Social 408-414609.
I don't know. I don't know how you'd fight it in there. Angel, if you're in here, would you see if you could find Cecil's obituary for me? All right, guys, let's go ahead and go to the story if Becca can find it. So we'll go right here.
What am I finding?
Cecil's obituary.
Hi, guys. Give me just a minute and I'll try to find it. Cecil what?
Chapman.
Okay. Give me a minute.
Look in Weavers.
Okay. Got it. Give me just a second.
All right. All right, guys, I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can. Can y'all read that? If I scroll it up, can y'all read that? Put a 1 in chat if you can read that. And then when I get done here, I'll tell you who won the tattoo auction. So everybody be ready. Are we pros? Okay. All right, this is Charles Manson and the Manson family. The horrific crimes committed by Manson and the Manson family are described below. Notable members of the Manson family: Charles Manson was the leader. Charles Tex Watson was his second in command. Bobby, and I'm not going to try and pronounce that word. Mary Brunner, Susan Atkins, Linda Kasabian, Patricia Krenwinkel, Leslie Van Houten, and Steve Grogan. Notable victims was Gary Hinman. He was a friend of the Manson family and a murder victim. Sharon Tate, which everybody knows the story of the actress, and she was pregnant at the time also. Roman Polanski, which was Sharon Tate's husband, who was not at home at the time. Abigail Folger, heiress to Folger Coffee fortune. She was a victim. Mr. Frykowski, writer, and was the lover of Mrs. Folger. Hairstylist Jason Sebring, close friend to Sharon Tate. Liana LaBianca, founder of State Wholesale Grocery Company. Rosemary was a co-founder of the company. Bernard Crowell was a fraud victim of the Mansons, or Charles Manson. Barbara Hoyt, former family member and prosecution witness. Manson's family attempted to murder. And Dennis Wilson, Beach Boys member, former friend of Charles Manson. Hinman murder. Charles Tex Watson scammed Bernard Crowe to obtain money for Manson. Crowe threatened Manson and the Manson family soon after. Manson shot Crowe under the false pretense that Crowe was part of the Black Panthers, an African-American leftist organization. However, Crowe did not die, and Manson feared retaliation from Crowe. In order to escape and move into a new territory away from the Spahn Ranch, the Manson family compound, Manson needed money. In the midst of the Manson's escape plan, he was told that his friend Gary Hinman was coming into some money from an inheritance. In an effort to retrieve the money from Hinman, Manson ordered Bobby, that name, along with Mary Brunner and Susan Atkins, to go to Hinman's residence and persuade him to turn over the money. Hinman was uncooperative after being held hostage for days. Manson came over with a sword and slashed Hinman's left ear. Ultimately, he was murdered by Hinman, by that Basole, by stabbing him twice in the chest. Hinman's blood was used to smear political piggy on the wall along with the Black Panther's paw to complicate the Black Panther Party, to implicate the Black Panther Party. Although there is much speculation regarding the circumstances surrounding Hinman's murder, Bosale was arrested when he was found sleeping in Hinman's vehicle, wearing the bloody clothes worn during the stabbing and with the murder weapon concealed in the trunk tire. Now, Tate's murder is the one everybody that got the spotlight, if you want to say. In a semi-isolated location in the canyons of Beverly Hills on Celio Drive, actor Sharon Tate and director Roman Polanski, yes, Cecil Chapman, on August 9, 1969, a pregnant Tate was enjoying the company of her friends in the absence of her lover and father of her unborn child, Polanski. Those spending the night with Tate were Abigail Folger, Wojciech Frykowski, and Jay Sebring. Into the late hours of the night, Tate's neighbors claimed to have heard suspected gunshot wounds but did not alert authorities. There were also reports of man screaming coming from the Tate residence. Later in the night, a private security guard hired by property owners also heard gunshots coming from the Tate residence and proceeded to notify LAPD. The following morning at 8 a.m., the housekeeper, Winifred Chapman, came into the residence and discovered the brutally murdered bodies. According to the book Helter Skelter, where I've got the thumbnail from, they wrote a book about it, and you'll see why here in a minute. The True Story of the Manson Murders by Vincent Bugliosi, lead prosecutor of the case, and Kurt Gentry. Charles Manson directed Charles Manson. Susan Atkins, Linda Casebian, and Patricia Krenwinkel to enter the residence, formerly the Melcher residence, who rejected Mason's music compilation, and to destroy everyone in it as gruesome as you can. Watkins, Atkins, and Kasabian and Krenwinkel all climbed up a brushy platform to gain entrance into the property. While they were trespassing, Stephen Parent, a visitor of the residence caretaker, William Garrison, was leaving the property in his vehicle. Watson stopped Parent, swung a knife at him, and then shot him 4 times in the chest and in the abdomen. Hello, Penny Riddle. How are you? Watson entered the residence by cutting the screen of a window and opened the front door for Atkins and Krenwinkel. Kasabian was in the driveway to keep watch. Watson and the group entered the residence and found Tate, Folger, Frykowski, and Sebring. Tate and Sebring were tied together by their necks, and Folger was taken into a nearby bedroom. Sebring was shot and stabbed 7 times. Frykowski was bound by a towel but managed to free himself. After doing so, he became involved in a physical altercation with Atkins, resulting in her stabbing him in the legs. That I did not know. Hello, Adam. Frykowski continued to flee, but Watson struck him with the gun multiple times over the head, shot and stabbed him multiple times. The gun grip broke off as a result of Watson striking Frykowski over the head. Really? Well, there's one that's still around that I think, and I think that they're going to let her out. And I'll find that story here in a minute. Folger fled the room she was taken to and then was chased by Krenwinkel. Folger was stabbed by Krenwinkel and eventually stabbed by Watson as well. Folger was stabbed a total of 28 times by both Krenwinkel and Watson. Meanwhile, Frykowski was struggling across the lawn when Watson came to stab him again. Frykowski was stabbed a total of 51 times. Tate, witnessing the horrific crimes, pleaded with Atkins for mercy but was rejected. Tate was stabbed a total of 16 times. Tate's unborn child did not survive the incident. LaBianca murder. On August 10th, 1969, after the Tate murder, Manson and 6 Manson family members, Leslie Van Houten, Steve Grogan, Susan Atkins, Linda Kasabian, Patricia Krenwinkel, and Charles Watson, committed another murder. Unlike the Tate murder, Manson joined in on this. See, he was charged with Manson's murder. Sharon Tate's. He was charged with them other murders, even though he wasn't there, because he orchestrated it and had them fulfill his commands to have them people killed. Unlike the Tate murder, Manson joined in on the LaBianca murder because he felt that there was not enough panic among the victims from the Tate murder. Manson and the family members drove around looking for prospective murder victims when they arrived in the neighborhood of a home in which they attended a party a year prior. The neighboring home belonged to a successful grocery company owner, Lino LaBianca, and his wife, Rosemary. There are several differing accounts from Manson and 6 Manson family members, so the exact happenings of the murders are uncertain. You're fine, Stephanie. Thank you for being here, though. Manson claims that he approached the home alone and returned later to bring Watson along. When Manson and Watson were in the residence, they tied up LaBianca couple with a lamp cord and with pillowcases covering their heads. Manson reassured the couple that they would not be hurt and that they were being robbed. All the cash was collected and the bounded Rosemary was returned to her home. Soon after, Van Houten and Krenwinkel entered the premises with instructions from Manson to kill the couple. Manson left the residence and instructed Van Houten and Krenwinkel to follow Watson's orders. Oh, yeah. Watson began stabbing Leno multiple times. When Leno cried out to stop stabbing him, afterwards in the bedroom, Rosemary began to swing the lamp still attached to the cord wrapped around her neck. Van Houten and Krenwinkel yelled for Watson's aid and stabbed Rosemary multiple times. Watson gave the knife to Van Houten and she continued to stab Rosemary. Rosemary was stabbed a total of 41 times by Watson, Van Houten, and Krenwinkel. Hi, Becca. Watson returned to the living room and continued to stab and kill Leno. Krenwinkel carved the word war into Leno's stomach. Stabbed Leno multiple times, left a carving fork sticking out from his stomach, and left a knife in Leno's throat. Leno was stabbed a total of 26 times. On the walls of the living room, "Death to Pigs" and "Rise" were written in Leno's blood. On the refrigerator door, a misspelled Helter, Healter, Skelter, was smeared. So that I don't know why, unless it was just where they were, didn't know how to spell good or something. I don't know, their upbringing in school. Frank's mother, Rosemary's son from a prior marriage, returned from a camping trip and found it suspicious that the shades were drawn. He also found it suspicious that Leno's speedboat was still parked in the driveway. Struthers called his sister to alert her, and she came with her boyfriend, Joe Dorgan. Dorgan and Struthers entered the home through the side door and found Leno's body. LAPD was alerted. As mentioned previously, Tate's housekeeper found the bodies the morning after the murders and called LAPD. The Hinman murder was under the jurisdiction of the LAPD. LASD, Los Angeles Sheriff's Department, not the police department. And Bosell was arrested. The LaBianca murder was under LAPD jurisdiction, but a formal announcement by LAPD incorrectly confirmed that the Tate murder and LaBianca murders were not connected, which they didn't know at the time, but it should have been assumed that they were, Initially, in the Tate murder investigation, Garrettson, the home caretaker, was arrested because he was found at the scene. He was released after he passed a polygraph test. Although LASD made contact with LAPD regarding striking similarities of the Tate and Hinman murders, LAPD was insistent that the Tate murder was the result of a drug transaction. In the beginning of each respective investigation, the interagency communications was lacking because of this murder. Because of this, the murder investigation led to separate dead ends. Luckily, the continuing criminal activity in the Manson family aided police authorities in apprehending more than a dozen individuals. While the Manson family was in the Death Valley digging into the ground for a bottomless pit, they burned machinery belonging to the Death Valley National Monument. Burning machinery led to the raiding of Death Valley ranches by police authorities. During the raid, police found multiple stolen vehicles, made multiple arrests. Bosell's girlfriend, Kitty Lutzinger, was arrested along with the Manson family at the ranches. Upon LaBianca detectives discovering Lutzinger's relationship with Bosell, the LaBianca detectives spoke with her. She informed the LaBianca detectives that Manson was seeking a bodyguard from a motorcycle gang for the Spawn Ranch. Furthermore, she informed detectives that Atkins was involved with the Hinman murder, which Lutzinger's boyfriend Bosell was arrested for. All the while, Atkins began sharing the details of the Tate murder to her bunkmates in jail and admitted to being involved in the Hinman murder. These details would jumpstart the murder investigations of the Tate murder, and then further connect the Manson family with the LaBianca murders. Physical evidence against Watson and Krinkle was being collected, such as fingerprints. Furthermore, a unique .22 caliber high standard revolver with a broken grip was found on property near the Tate residence. Hold on just a second. Thank you, Pat Gaines, for gifting 5 memberships. Cat Angel, Rose Petal, Nana Butterfly, Pac-Man, and Midnight Nurse Carla. Thank you, Miss Pat Gaines, so much. And thank you to all the new free birds that just got a membership. Pac-Man's a free bird. Midnight Nurse Carla is a free bird. Nana Butterfly is a free bird. Rose Petal is a free bird. Cat Angel is a free bird. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that, Pat Gaines. Thank you. The property owner, Bernard Wise, turned the weapon into the LAPD months prior to the new breakthrough of the investigations. Upon reading the case and the detail of the broken grip in the Los Angeles Times, Wise contacted LAPD about the weapon found in his backyard. LAPD found the weapon in evidence and connected to the gun to the Tate murders. Yes, thank you so much, Pat. You're fine, Becca. LAPD issued a warrant arrest for Watson, Kasabian, and Krenwinkel for their involvement in the Tate murders and their involvement in the LaBianca murders as well. Watson and Krenwinkel were apprehended in different states, and Kasabian voluntarily yielded when she discovered the warrant for her arrest. Warrants were not made for Manson or Atkins because they were already in custody for an unrelated crime during crimes occurring at the ranch in Death Valley. Manson's philosophy of the upcoming apocalypse was the true motive behind the killing. He told his family that Helter Skelter was coming. According to Manson, Helter Skelter was the uprising of a racial war between blackies and whiteys. That is ridiculous. He would gain from the racial war by hiding himself and his family in a cave located in Death Valley until the war ended. He would felicitate this war by killing whiteys and implicating the African American community with various acts such as disposing the victims' wallets in the highly populated areas. On June 15, 1970, the Tate LaBianca trial against Manson, Watson, Atkins, and Krenwinkel began for 7 counts of murder and 1 count of conspiracy. Van Houten was charged with 2 counts of murder and 1 count of conspiracy. Kasabian, in exchange for immunity, testified for the prosecution to explain the events that occurred during each vicious crime. Atkins had originally agreed to testify but retracted her statement in the beginning of the trial. Manson was permitted by the court to act as his own attorney. However, after several violations of conduct, permission to represent himself was withdrawn. As a result, Manson carved an X on his forehead in objection to the withdrawn permission. After a month of voir dire, the jury was selected. Linda Kasabian was called by Begliosis to the stand following an objection by Canarop that she was incompetent and insane. With the objection overruled, Kasabian was sworn in as a witness. She was on the stand for a total of 18 days, 7 of which were cross-examination. Manson disrupted Kasabian's testimony By really revealing the newspaper headline, "Manson Guilty, Nixon Declares." The defense attempted to use this as prejudice to move for a mistrial. The request was denied as the jury had sworn to the judge that they would not be influenced by the president's declaration. Manson's influence on the prosecuting witness was becoming evident during the trial. For example, prosecution witness Barbara Hoyt was lured by a Manson family member to Hawaii and was given a lethal doses of LSD. Luckily, Hoyt was able to reach the hospital before any fatal events could occur. Another witness was threatened by Paul Watkins. Watkins was severely burned in a suspicious fire in his van. Furthermore, Van Houten's attorney, Ronald Hughes, failed to appear in court when he refused to allow his client to testify. He stated he refused to push a client out the window. Hughes's body was discovered after the trial ended, and his death was rumored to be ordered by Manson family. Manson aggressively vocalized his views and opinions regarding the testimonies and statements made by the prosecution. A memorable moment occurred when Manson and the judge fell into a disagreement, resulting in Manson physically throwing himself at the judge, exclaiming, "Someone should cut your head off." Soon after, the Manson family women started to chant in Latin support of Manson's outburst. That's where I think that the Helter Skelter, which was spelled on the refrigerator, was Latin. The Helter part. May be wrong, but in the middle of it, it had sick. S-I-C. The prosecution finished their case, turning the attention to the defense team. To everyone's surprise, the defense declared that it had rested their cases. As a result, the women began protesting that they wanted to testify. All attorneys were called to chambers. The defense team strongly opposed to the testimony of their clients because they felt that the women were still under the influence of Manson and would testify that they were the sole perpetrators involved in the crime. Judge Older declared that the right to testify took precedence over the attorney's objections. When Atkins took the stand for her testimony, her attorney refused to question her. Manson took the stand the next day and testified for over an hour in regards to the case. The jury was excused during this time to prevent evidence incriminating co-defendants to prejudice the jury. Watson was tried in August of 1971 and found guilty on 7 counts of murder and 1 count of conspiracy. The jury took 1 week to deliberate and come to a verdict of guilty for all charges of murder and conspiracy for all defendants. During the penalty phase of the trial, the judge declared the penalty of death, pursuant to California Supreme Court ruling in 1972. The death penalties for all defendants were commuted to life in prison. Now, I don't know when this was written, but Manson was imprisoned in California's Corcoran State Prison. He was denied parole each time a hearing came up, a total of 12 times. On January 1st, 2017, Manson was taken to the hospital and was found to be suffering from gastrointestinal bleeding. While still very ill, he was returned to prison. On November 15 that same year, he was taken back to the hospital. Just 4 days later, while still in the hospital, Manson died from cardiac arrest resulting from respiratory failure and colon cancer. He was 83 years old. Susan Atkins was serving her life sentence at the Central California Women's Facility in Chowchilla, California, until her death on September 24, 2009. She was 61 years old. Patricia Krenwinkel is serving her life sentence at the California Institute for Women in Chino, California. As of 2017, she has been denied parole 14 times. Leslie Van Houten is currently housed in the California Institute in Frontero, California. As of 2018, she has been denied parole a total of 21 times. Charles Tex Watson is serving his life sentence at the Richard J. Donovan Correctional Facility in San Diego, California. Bobby Basole began serving his 30-year prison sentence in 1970. He is currently housed at the California Medical Facility in Backcable, California. Steve Grogan was paroled in 1985. Lisa Kasabian was granted immunity for being the key witness for the prosecution and left California after the trial. The Tate residence has been demolished and a new mansion has been built on the property. The house remains vacant. The LaBianca house is a private residence and was offered for sale in 2019. Now, the lady that's still, let's see here. Hold on just a second, guys. Let's see if one of them is still alive. Patricia, what was her name? Patricia Krenwinkel. Okay, following the 2009 death, a fellow Manson cult member, I'll just bring this up for y'all. It says, following the 2009 death, a fellow Manson cult member, Susan Atkins, Krenwinkel, is now the longest incarcerated female in California penal system. Admitted to prison in April 1971, she has been continuously incarcerated for more than 50 years. Krenwinkel was granted parole on May 26, 2022. Now, what was the other one? Leslie Van Houten. Let's see where she is. Is Lee and Van Houten, now in her 70s, is serving a life sentence for helping Manson and other members kill Lino LaBianca, a grocer in Los Angeles, and his wife, Rosemary. This was updated, so she's still in prison. Leslie is still in prison. Let's see, I think Charles is dead. We'll see. That's not Charles Turks. Let's see. Watson was sentenced to death in 1971, which commuted to life. Wow. He is currently an inmate at Mule Creek State Prison in Lone near Sacramento. Since his incarceration, he has converted to Christianity and become an ordained minister in 1991. Wow. Bobby, yeah, I'm just going to type that. I'm just going to copy that. I ain't even going to try and spell that. Where is Bobby now? Basole remains behind bars but may one day be granted parole as he did not play a role in the horrific murders committed by Charles Watson, and other members. So he is still incarcerated as of this. And one of them is getting ready to be paroled. I don't know which one it was. Wasn't Susan Atkins. It may be the Leslie Van Houten. That may be the one. All right. Put a 1 in chat if you have hit the like button for me. There's 29 watching and 23 likes. So please put a 1 in chat if you've hit the like button. Can you do that for me? Tattooed Angel. Missy, Tennessee. Sharon, Joni. Penny Riddle. Kristen. All right, guys. Who else? Don't forget to subscribe to the new channel because I am going to do a story over there one day. Tinsy, thank you. Corvette Girl. Thank you, Corvette Girl. Thank you to everybody that's hit the like button. Where is Wild Angel? I thought she was in here. Y'all hit that like for me and let me know that you hit it. Come on now. Six more likes, guys. Come on. That could have been Supergirl. But now he had an influence on them people. He had a real influence. Number 9, Sharon. Amy Forever. Thank you. Becca, come in here a minute. Y'all talk amongst yourselves, and I will be right back. Don't forget to hit the 1, though, if you already hit the thumbs up. And again, like I said, the border that you see going around my name was done by Ghost Devil. Awesome. Awesome. They are impressionable. But like I said, this is Ghost Devil's work. He does awesome work. And if you became a member, if you don't care, find me on Facebook and I will send you a link to my Discord. It's members only Discord. And I'm a little early for Ghost Devil to be on, so. And if you would like, you can go check out, I think it's a store. I may be wrong. See if it's a store. Yes. Check out the Tattooed Rebel store. They got all kinds of nice stuff in there. I've done a few of them. Ghost Devil has done the most. I just made one recently that I think is pretty good. It's the very first one you come to, I think, unless he's made some since I have. But go check out the store if you don't care. You got some nice stuff in there, some flip flops. Okay. Beachy, what's up, girl? So how's everybody doing tonight? Not much. Like I said, I'm going to announce the winner for the tattoo auction here in a minute. And I will be doing it again in a couple, maybe a week or two. Not a week or two. Probably a month or two. We'll do it again. Yes, I'm being very lazy today because it's hot. It's very hot here. Yeah. I might do another one. You never know, Soper Girl. I might do another one. Start it maybe Monday for another tattoo. I love tattoos, so I wouldn't care to get one. I wouldn't care to get a bunch. And I got a built-in tattoo artist. But now if you want me to do that again, I'll have one. Oh. Yeah, she gets some for the supplies, so I got to get her some supplies. I haven't announced it yet, Dumpling. I'm waiting on a few more people to get in here. Well, no, the inks ain't cheap, but all right, 30 people, 26 likes. Y'all get them likes up for me. Let's get them likes up. And here in a few minutes, we're going to Dumpling, you got everything ready to head out on the 15th? Are you leaving out on the day of or the day before? Oh, okay, you're leaving that morning. Okay. So you won't be here till about 5 that evening. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right. Y'all ready for to find out who the winner is? One's if you're ready to find out who the winner is of the tattoo auction. Yeah, I hope we hear something before then too, but I really don't see it. All right. The winner of the tattoo auction. Are you sure you're ready? Really, Dumpling? Spur of the moment. Your mind just changed just then. All right. The winner of the tattoo auction is Miss Wild Angel. Wild Angel gets to pick my tattoo as long as it's not perverted. She gets to pick my next tattoo. So congratulations to Wild Angel. So Wild Angel, think of something that you want to see or want me to get, as long as it's not perverted. And congratulations, Wild Angel. And she probably left the room again right before she heard it. Or she's got me on mute. Yes, I have a bunch of spaces left. Not many, but a bunch. All right, you got to get with Becca and send her what you want, and she'll tell me. Okay? Well, you had the biggest donation. They hurt. Yeah, they hurt. Like I said, I might do another one next month. Yes, I have both feet tatted. Both of my feet are tatted. And I got one tattoo before I even come up with White Trash Family that's got WTF all over it. So. Yeah, I can't do the legs because of diabetes, but from the waist up, I can. That's what we're going to do, Kristen. I'm not going to do the tattoo live. I can't do that because Justice Jane. Hey, girl, how are you? Because Becca's still working on her apprenticeship.
I have a style in my eye.
All right.
That's why.
But again, Wild Angel is the winner of the tattoo auction. And I want to thank everybody that is a member now. Thank you. And Pat, thank you for your sub donation. No, but it's hot. Your whole foot's tatted. Ouch. Okay. Oh, don't find out until later. Okay. Wow, everybody. Ooh, pain worse than childbirth, or pain worse than childbirth. Mine hurt, but it wouldn't. I don't think it was that bad. Which I've never gave birth to a child, so I can't say. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off here for today. Again, thank you for everyone that become a member. Thank you, Miss Pat Gaines, for the memberships. It's went down 5 degrees. It's 85 degrees here now. So, pull y'all up. Pull y'all up, Washington. Is that what that says? Pull y'all up. 89. Whew. It was 90 a while ago. But again, guys, I'm not going to go live tomorrow. I'll be live Tuesday. And where I'm in between, I haven't got my official card from the DAV yet to actually do anything. I'm a member of the DAV Auxiliary now. So until I get that card, I mean, it don't matter, but I want to be official before I actually do anything. But I'm now a member of the DAV Auxiliary. But it don't matter. It's all about helping veterans. That's all I'm worried about. I don't care if we're DAV, VFW, or whatever. Oh, okay. It's all about veterans. But Tuesday I will be going live, and I think I'm going to go live on We the People. So if you haven't subbed up to We the People, please go over and sub up to it. And I will have pictures from the Summer Wells Vigil. I'll show them to you on a live after that. I'm not going to do a video that day, but I will do show you the pictures and everything. But again, I hope you liked the show today. I'm thinking about doing something a little different soon, but I'm going to do some research on it first and see how that works. Again, thank y'all for being here. I don't know. I think Becca said she's going live at 10:30. I don't know if Dumpling is. I think she might. Yes, I've seen Wild Angel. If she does, please go sub up to both of them. Go watch both of them. These ladies are both good in what they do. Dumplings doing real good in her show. Becca's doing real good in her show. So if you haven't, go over and sub up to them. They're great at what they do. So go sub up to them, and y'all have a wonderful day. Again, like I said, if you haven't subbed up to We the People 2229, please go sub up. Don't forget the bonfire this Friday, girls' night. So any song that you want, please send to the email, and it has to be a girl singing it. It don't have to be just a girl in the band. It has to be a girl singing it, though, in the band, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, that is hot. So thank y'all for stopping in. Thank y'all for everything. Again, congratulations to Wild Angel. Hook up with Becca. She'll get you information. And I'll see y'all again Tuesday night. Like I said, I don't know if it's going to be on this one or We the People. So go check out. Just keep checking out which one it might be. But I love each and every one of y'all. And if it wasn't for the people in my chat, I wouldn't be up here. So y'all are the free birds. Y'all are the ones keeping me flying. So remember, stay safe. I love each and every one of y'all. Be good. And again, I'll say this. Be good, Wild Angel, and congratulations again. If you'd like to make a donation to the channel, it's right there. It's not required. The only requirement is you come in here and have a good time. That is the only requirement. But it would be appreciated if you decide to give a donation. So I'll see y'all over on Becca's later, or Dumplings, or maybe both if they both go live. Hey, Messy Jesse. Again, I love each and every one of you. And to become a free bird, all you got to do is hit that little dollar bill sign at the bottom. That's all it takes. And if you become a member, find me on Facebook, and I'll send you a link to the members only Discord. So y'all be good. Stay safe. I love each and every one of you. I'll see you on the next show. Peace.